Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Concro. This is Terra Invicta, our veteran initiative run. Now, I'm a little concerned. Firstly, where's my game audio? There it is. Okay. Last time we played, I was feeling a little bit negative because I didn't feel like there was any chance we were going to be able to win this campaign because the size of the fleets that the enemies can muster is just, I mean, it doesn't seem viable for us to be able to face down a foe. Where's it gone? Earth. To face down a foe that can just dispatch 5,600 fleet power all of a sudden. I mean, now I look at this fleet though, these aren't big ships, but the problem is, all put together, that's a lot of point defense. So, I mean, right now we're barely shooting down aliens where there's like 3 of them because of their overlapping point defense. So, I think the strategy is we go hot a bit later than we intended. I don't think we can go hot in 3 years. We do still build a fleet to fight the incoming carrier, which is this one? No, this one. Yeah. We do launch a fleet to attack this. But I don't think that's the moment we go hot. We have to scale... The way that we will overcome the aliens can't be minerals. We're not going to be able to mine more than the aliens because we're not currently scaling our mining production. Oh, you know what we should do? Yeah, actually, okay, we can scale our mining production because tier 3 mines are more efficient per MC. Okay, yeah, so that's an absolute priority. We need to push towards having fewer mines, but having them be tier 3. Yes, okay, that will be good. That will be good. And then also, we need to scale science. Because if we can't beat the aliens by outscaling them, we need to get better and better ships. That seems good. Now, obviously, we're in the process of reuniting all of our holdings that got spat out when China's Unity tanked. And I think maybe the Unity tanked because the claims are hostile claims, which is a concept I learned about today. And maybe that's why the claim isn't showing here, but is showing here. Can I tell if it's a hostile claim? Claims on region. Let me look up hostile claims. Okay, the nation will be hostile because annexing this nation's government score is 1.5 lower than the nation that currently controls it. No, so it's not that. I'm not sure. Within 1.5, not just lower, perhaps. So because the government score was different, it was significantly harder to annex. I think that's what it is. But anyway, our unity is coming back up slowly, slowly, slowly. And we should be able to unify this lot. It may hurt all government scores again, but that's okay. Now, Asia, yeah, the Pan-Asian Combine needs some serious stabilizing, but also we need control over this other control point in Indonesia. Otherwise, I'm sure they're going to do something stupid, yes, like spoils, which we can't be having with that. We also need to stabilize Indonesia. Lots of things we need. Eli, if you could work on a crackdown, 35% chance. Is it going to get much better than that? I'm not sure it is, and we have lots of influence. Just roll that until you succeed. Meanwhile, Yuan, you are really persuasive, actually. Let's run a couple of public campaigns in Indonesia. Get them nice and loyal. Now, anything else we need to do? Some level ups? Yes. You can actually have a free slot. You need one more security. I don't know. Ah, this is good for you. Yeah. Now we're eligible to have these again. 2 more security for you. You don't need that. This will be nice, though. Let's take off this. Yeah, you don't need that. Although, is that the only reason you can assassinate? Yes, damn. You don't need the command. It does give 1 security as well, but... Okay. So let's get this on you. That puts you back up to 25 security, I think. And, yeah, 26 investigation, in fact. So This can come off. And then, yeah, I don't need any of those. Something that gives... science wouldn't be the worst. Science and space science bonus. 10% life... oh, it's 2 pips. We have 2 pips available, though, actually. Yeah, 10% life science bonus is fine. Okay, and an augment... you are capped... not capped on espionage. Let's keep pushing your espionage. Old Daniel Dollars is, of course, one of our killers. She can also purge, or she has both. That's right. You have 2 open slots, so I could take this off and give you a better research thing potentially. But for now, just push your security. Sarah, ooh, so close to full science. Love that. Love that. And there's your admin. Unlocking something. More security would be nice on you. Anything we've got here like this? Yeah, this is what we want on you. 2 more security. And you've got 1 available slot, so could take off nothing really. No bad things on you, really. This isn't great. 1 espionage. Let's take that off. This we obviously do want him to have more espionage, but getting more bang for our buck on these slots seems worth it. Let's get the security and command. Command obviously not that important on him, but we are using command on all of our people, just for the purposes of... bit of espionage on him is probably the right play. Make him harder to detect. We are using command on everyone, basically, for stabilizing our nations. Maybe I mean, we played on brutal, and that was too hard. Maybe I was aggressive to go to veteran. Maybe I should still be playing on normal, man. I don't know. Did I play my first academy game? Did I play with... not my first academy game, the academy game we won. Did I play with boosted space resource outputs? I think I might have, which definitely makes it easier, obviously. But hey, scaling our amount of money and... sorry, not money, but... don't necessarily need that much unity spending anymore. Another fleet launching for us. Boosting our economy more and more in China is impactful. There's Hydra interrogation. Hopefully that will get us something. They are talking. Good. Interrogations have been extensive and lengthy. They appear to operate from a basically logistical and rational mindset. They appear to have taken significant damage from alien species in the past, have a cautious defensive approach towards other races, emphasis on control and self-preservation. Negotiated settlement does not appear practical. They react negatively. In less important news, we discovered the method towards interstellar travel. Use a technology previously believed to exist only in the realm of science fiction, a wormhole. Okay, so we can do ferrocite resistance research. Shipbuilding speed does seem important, but so does mining. Let's get the let's get deep space metallurgy done. 25%. What do we get the crack up to? 61. Nuts, and we fail to stabilize here. We really do need to keep this stable, but the cohesion is just hammering us. Damn, failed on the 61%. We are going to have problems with unrest here until we get the unity to trend back up. But it is trending back up, so... Congo's under attack, that's fine. Rebuilding lots of the things that the servants destroyed, of course. And yeah, it's going to be a while before we consolidate executive control in any of these. But you, it's just about when we end this crackdown, yes? Which ends when? July. Okay, quite a while. Ferrocite resistance. Yes, we would like to research that. Do I want to do it as a priority? We don't need... when was that alien fleet arriving? February of next year. We don't need targeting computer 3 as a matter of urgency. So let's keep working on this since we're not going hot anymore. Let's go on... Let's get some ferrocite resistance as a little bit of a priority. Good. Now, Mike... I would like you to stabilize the country, but 90%. You are also an expert stabilizer. Let's send you to China. We really need the Panasian Combine to chill out. What is the best second tier? Ooh, we can update our intelligence regarding how the aliens regard us with more accurate information. That wouldn't be that useful, I think, because it's basically just either they don't want to currently attack us or they do want to currently attack us. Oh, right, and we have 2 unifications to do in China. And there's the big-ass fleet. So what is it doing here? Is it just going to hang out? It's docked at a Humanity First station. Okay, I think I can deduce its purpose. They also have another 1,000 coming in. 1,000 power in just their surveillance fleets is... It's frightening. For sure. That is a big servant fleet. That's a problem. They're going to blow up our lunar base, probably. The problem of this not going hot is, yeah, how do I have a fleet large enough to fight the servants without being, you know, powerful enough to upset the aliens, because the servants can just grow unchecked, which is, you know, failed again on a 69% chance. It's a very asymmetrical warfare, where the servants are allowed to just build and we aren't. Challenging. Communications hub, definitely want to invent those. We've consolidated in New Guinea. Good, so it's just about waiting for the crackdown now, assuming no one else comes in, which they may. Right, so we've launched some more ships, and this does put us... You launch straight to India 30. This does put us above the alien hate cap. So we need to use these ships right now. Merge them all. Resupply. So we've got 3 ships. 3 monitors with some PD. What do I use them for? We could try and take out the alien station. Sorry, not Victor. The station. Because this surveillance array, I have to imagine... Oh, there's 2 of them now. I think there was only 1 before. But I just don't think we're going to be able to shoot through their PD. Now, Luna... The alien station around Luna right now is not defended because their ships have gone to low lunar orbit. So maybe I make a play against their station right now. Now, it's going to use almost all our Delta V. These ships are not coming home. But if we can do this, then we can deny the servants the ability to increase their fleet size. Take us 6 days to get there, though. They'll be able to come and defend it. I think we have to try. Let's go the slow way, and let's build some new ships defensively. Needs to be done, I think. The monitors, the water-fueled monitors. Give me 2 of them this time. 2 of them puts us at 83. No, 82. That's like 1 below, right? If we're at 82 mission control. Yeah, that puts us at 49.2 alien hate. I think that's what we need to do. We need something of a fleet just to deter the servants moving against us. Just two monitors, I hope, will be sufficient as a deterrent. And yes, we need these ships to die against the servants. Fast. India 30, that is. Because otherwise, the aliens will retaliate. We'll just have to scuttle them. And you presumably can't scuttle them in the middle of space. Maybe you can, but I imagine the crews aren't so happy about it. Now, China is somewhat stabilized. So I think this might be another hostile unification. Let's see what happens here. Daniel, no, not Daniel, Mike. Set national policy. And Paul. Comes out in neutral policy because we've got Laos and Cambodia to unify with. And let's see what this does, because Laos and Cambodia are both pretty totalitarian. So I expect this might hurt our unity, but surely it won't hurt our unity that badly because of the population differential. Like, integrating 8 million people shouldn't crush the whole region. Right, so this should be easy. We need to... oh, we actually have mixed ships in this, I didn't realize. We want to not use too many missiles because I do want to go and attack the servant fleet after this. Everyone's fire slow. We have the autocannons. And I think they should be on Guardian mode. So that they defend each other with overlapping fire. It seems right to me. This is your primary target. We obviously have our 12 missiles. So 36 missiles per ship on these bad boys. With their highly vulnerable radiators all extended. But no options about that. We shoot from maximum range. I don't see any reason not to. So open fire. Ah, that switches the autocannon to Guardian. That's annoying. Is there a way around that? I don't know. Well, let's see. So we're going to launch 3 missiles each. Per bay, I mean. Oh, 2 should be enough. These things don't have very much defense. It's only a point defense array. Let's go back to defensive fire. Missiles streak off into space. And they're launching their PD. If that is PD. They do have, I mean, they have a lot of point defense in the form of these. Shooting some down. Ooh, all of it. Damn, okay. That was wasteful. Let's fire 4 this time. I think that will get through. Let's see. They're firing as much as they can at us. They get to fire plenty in advance. Shooting down some. Quite a bit, but not quite enough. Nice. So we have some missiles left over, but less than half. That was an inefficient neutralization of the station. Well, on the bright side, we do now get to destroy Hab. Take this thing out. So they will certainly seek revenge, but the servants do not now have a space station active. They do have a mine here. Have they got a shipyard in the mine? They do. So I think I'm going to go and attack that mine, and if their fleets intervene, we'll attack the fleets. So move for low lunar orbit. Take your time so we have a tiny bit of Delta V left. Stabilized down to 0.3. That's pretty good. Here comes India. They're in. Okay. Now, how do I bombard? Ah, maybe these... I'm not certain these missiles can bombard. Let me have a look. India 30. Can your missiles bombard? Can bombard? No. Damn. Okay, so... Go after... Oh, damaged. They're both damaged. Oh, I can't get to the bigger one. Damn it. But it's damaged and it has nowhere to repair. Anyway, we'll launch for the other one. Try and take as many of them out as possible. We will... This fleet will now be dead in the water. No Delta V. But that's okay. We took out the servant's ability to... in fact, you know what? Let's do AI control on these ships and just see how that goes. As long as they actually shoot the enemy, we should win. I'm just curious to see how AI controls. It does appear to be launching at both targets. That's good. Only 2 missiles at this one. This is probably the more damaged one. And there's their 40mm PD. Ooh, is it only enough? It's not. Nice. Okay, clear victory for us there. I don't think there's such thing as, like... I guess you could build a tanker, like a ship designed to just carry loads of fuel and take it out to these ones. But that's not what we want, because, unfortunately, India 30, I'm going to need you to scuttle. Which is not... it's not great, I grant you. But that's what it's got to be. Costs... Okay, okay, good. We're not just killing the people on board. it costs them boost, meaning we're using boost to bring them home. But that brings us back under our limit, our control point cap. Good. Okay. And yes, that is probably their retaliation, or maybe this. So, unification with Cambodia. Did that cost us a ton of unity? No. Good. It cost us a little bit of unity. That's reasonable. Indonesia is a big region, but the thing is, it seemed to cost us loads of unity to annex Indonesia, even though we barely annexed any of it. Well, I say barely. There are 60 million people in Thailand, but still, like, we took a huge hit to annex it in. Oh, Duck Station is looking like the one that's going to take the brunt of the retaliation for our actions against servants, which is around Earth, of course. Duck Station. Let's save that template. Yes, we will accept. Maybe I should... What has this thing got? Mag cannons. Enhanced alien light mag cannons. Yeah. Those things have long range. But yeah, it seems to me like the unification with Indonesia was a little bit over costly. It may not have been worth it, honestly. Although, what does having the low unity here really do to us? It just increases unrest, basically, right? Low values. Where is it? Emotions cohesion, yes. Unrest will increase. It's basically just unrest that it's making worse. Damn, the servants took our point in the Melanesian states. With that being the case, is it worth us even trying to take it back? It probably is. More lead defense is up. Good stuff. We can get the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The old FBI, huh? That's pretty good. It does cost 250 a month, though. I don't think it's worth it. Mike, what could you do? Reporting in. Daniel, I don't think I need you to stabilize China this turn. Because if cohesion is mostly just affecting unrest, it's not that bad. It's still trending towards 5. Paul, Indonesia could do with some stabilizing. Yeah, it is. I was going to say what was Indonesia, but no, it's technically still Indonesia. Eli and Yuan, we don't need to boost up Indonesia anymore. Go back to inspiring people. In fact, perhaps Mike will do that as well. Paul is who most needs your ministrations. Mike, if you could act on Yuan, that'll be good. Eli, with your investigation, I think continuing to investigate the alien crashdowns is probably smart. I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause. That should be 24 loyalty on Yuan and 19 loyalty on Paul. Good. Okie doke. Indonesia by a whole 1 point. Very nice. Getting more science out of there. We still have those control points in America, by the way. I don't know if we want to do any of those. Do anything with those, rather. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth holding on to America. The 200 science is nice. And kind of long term, we probably do want the US, but I don't know. I don't know. A little bit of bonus to our xenology. Jolly good. Our people have taken control. Okay, there's our yoink in Indonesia. Good stuff. And is this the policies that we want? I think probably yes. Funding is looking pretty good right now. Maybe I should be trying to raise its democracy score so that there's less of a hit when it unifies in. I don't know. Also, why is the democracy dropping here? Just because of the unity spending? Right. Okay. Okay. Maybe we should do a tiny bit of spending in government just to make sure it doesn't lower, because we do want that staying at the tippy top, if at all possible. Okay. So what's next in terms of unifications with you? Vietnam in June, and then still just some consolidating control time. We can purge our way in here. I would like to get control back there. Do we? No, hang on. We established we do have a claim here, right? Well, Indonesia does. No, these little islands, like they're good. It's good to have. It's not a. They're not useless, but I just don't think it's. I don't think it's worth our councillors' time when we have so much else that we could be doing with them. Daniel, go stabilize China. It's, I mean, think just comparing those two, it's insane how much more important stabilizing China is than fighting against them there. Okay, now this could be good. Strategic deception. This would let us go up 20 mission control. I think we have to prioritize that over everything, honestly. That's so important. Let's get that. Where is it? Strategic deception. Yes, please. So, honestly, reduce investing in everything else. We need that. The ability to let us build another 20 mission control of mines and things is going to be really useful. The loyalty training program.
I think we had a breakthrough.
We do want that. So that should be Yuan at 25 loyalty now. And let's pull at 21. We'll do a bit more inspiring, and then we'll do a round of investigations just to make sure everyone is indeed capped off. More stability in China and Indonesia. Good. Okay, strategic deception makes me despair a bit less. Now we can actually get some launching for low lunar orbit with their damaged fleet. Now we can actually get some growth. We need to, because we need to be able to continue to expand. Has Mercury been taken? Yes, and entirely by the servants and protectorate. That's suboptimal, shall we say. So these places, how well defended are they? They've got kind of 15 to 8 defense from Marines. Okay, so we need to design some ships which can land some Marines on these bases, I think. What is going to be the most efficient one for that? Because they go in. Have we not invented them yet? We haven't invented them yet. Okay, well, we won't do it yet then. We need to invent Marines, and we need to go and yoink some of those bases, I think. Because being able to have some big tier 3 bases on Mercury where the power is essentially free would be really good for us. Okay, working some more stuff out about the aliens. Getting our strategic deception plowing through. 200 science a day. Pretty darn good. Nice, another core economic region in China. Love to see that. Still needs more stabilizing. Eli. You know what we should do, actually? Mike can do it. We should defend that control point in Indonesia. Just to be on the safe side. Should maybe defend the Republic of the Southern Cross as well. Can't really. Some alien assets. Got this. We have let the Xenoflora get a little bit out of control. I don't think you're the one to worry about that, though. Why don't you run the stabilized mission? Maybe Daniel should go on a bit of an international alien flora killing spree. Would be good for XP, at least. So there's that. You a buff up to government and social science? Nah. Don't really need investigate on you either, though. I think I'm just going to leave this open for now. I could be shuffling orgs between different councillors to try and get maximum efficiency, but I just don't think it's worth it. Protectorate defeated a humanity first station. Interesting. I think that leaves the humanity first with no stations around Earth. It really feels like the Servants and Protectorate are doing really well this game compared to the anti-alien faction. Orbital bombardment. Really? That surprises me. Well, we'll save the base. That's annoying. That's a lot of our information science bonus. Chilling out a bit. Civilian photonic computing. Nice. More control point capacity unlocked. And more investment in economy, which I think is useful. So yeah, we need the platoon assault unit. We'll grab that. It's very cheap. Won't take long. That bombard doesn't appear to be doing much. Ended the bombing run with nothing destroyed. Nice. That seems good. I guess our PD is getting better, or maybe they just called it off. Not sure. Alright. Another alien xenoflora. Roaming around Europe. I think it's not my problem. We got to focus on where it is our problem. There's Marine Assault Unit. We want to go straight to the Advanced Marine Assault Unit, so I think I'll wait before I design it. Loyalty training, it's cheap. So let's grab that. Some new orgs. Could be interesting, especially for our guy who has an open org slot. Rivalry with New Zealand. We should get New Zealand allied in. And if they're not already. Yeah, they're not. And they might still be on cooldown. They're not. That's good. Okay, let's get everyone allied together. Make sure we don't get attacked. That would be upsetting. If we did all this and then these things got yoinked. I don't know why I'm allying them to Indonesia, actually. We don't need to do that, do we? Good. So how long is your cooldown? June? Just 2 months. Yeah, just till August. Okay, that's fine. And you're allied as well, aren't you? Yeah. In fact, I think you're ready for unification. They are. Nice. Daniel, I think you should keep working on all this xenoflora, but Mike, if you could unify Vietnam in. I don't know how much damage it's going to do to Unity, but we're almost done with our big unifications on him. And then the other ones are things like Japan, which is relatively close. There's the Advanced Assault Unit. There's Paul. That should be Paul at 25 loyalty. But we should do a check to investigate him. Make sure he's actually that high. But we'll go for Eli next. Indonesia stabilizing. Oh. Resistance successfully fighting off an alien fleet there, looks like. Very nice. And yeah, there's their retribution. Probably. The Resistance is... I'm saying the other human factions aren't doing that well. They're not doing that well on Earth. Resistance is... You know, they're doing what they can. Unification with Vietnam. So how much unity did that cost us? None. I guess they had a decent government score. I should have checked so we could investigate that theory. I think you need just a little bit more government spending. There's strategic deception. Okay. Okay, that's really good. Now I think one thing we need is an actual standing fleet. How many ships did I build? 2? How many would be enough? Maybe 4? 4 of these guys? Let's take a look at the other fleets. So the Servants have 8 ships, but they're not very good. And they're currently damaged. The Protectorate has 7. But they're just little corvettes. They do have torpedoes. But I think our PD would be able to counteract that. I think 4 will be enough. So we're going to have a standing fleet of 4 ships. Now that means we're not using that that mission control for mining and for research and so on, which I don't like, but I think is necessary. We need rings. Rings and better ferrocite stuff would be useful as well. But let's get ferrocite resistance as a matter of some importance. And now I need to look for where we get bigger mines. Here it is. We need our space future, which means we need space commerce. This unlocks colony habs and ring habs. So we need we need space commerce as the next tech. So Let's prioritize white-collar automation again, and once that's done, we'll get space commerce. Yeah, because the ability to actually build out a little bit is going to be really impactful. And you know what? We actually have another low... Do I need another interface orbit thing? I'm not sure I do. It would be useful for more control point cap. But I think right now we're gonna upgrade a whole bunch of them, which is going to cost a lot of mission control. And we're going to need to upgrade all our mines and stuff. So I don't think we do want to do that right now. Now China still has some unrest, but we need to keep working on taking out these alien assets in our neck of the woods. Mike, yeah, go check some stuff out.
Standing by for order.
Okay. How close are we to consolidated control here? 56 days, 42 here. Getting there. We're getting there. That's good. Eli, we should probably find and kill some more aliens. Do I know of any? Let's investigate this person. The fact that they are hard to investigate is enough to make it likely that they're an alien. And what are we boosting in these places that we have control of right now? Just working on the GDP? I think that is the way to go, because yes, if we boosted their economy first, we'd be less fractured when we unify them in, but this comes back on its own, whereas the economy is, you know, more, it feels more permanent. The alien fleets arrived in low lunar orbit. How much thrust do they still have? Some. That might not be enough to get to Earth, though. So that's good. Ooh, they're assaulting a hab. They could be assaulting my hab on Luna. We haven't defended it at all. Damn, I didn't think of that. That's a problem. A servant's tech mogul. How loyal are you? Potentially getting another person on the inside in the servants would be useful. That, just to get some intel. Low Earth orbit, here it is. The folly of war. Low Earth orbit is becoming saturated with debris. Operations in medium and beyond should be unaffected. Low Earth is a very dangerous place. Debris increases by 10. All human factions have their mission control income reduced by 10% for 3 months. Significant opinion boost for Protectorate. And the economy priorities impact is reduced for 12 months. That's not as bad as I remembered, actually. That modifier. It doesn't seem that bad. Maybe that's the first step of it all going wrong. Why does that buff up the Protectorate's opinion? Just because they're like, look at the damage war is doing to our fair planet? Something like that. A little bit of a defensive unity investment in Borneo, I think, is warranted. Okay. Crackdown in Polynesian. So do I want to try and ally in or unify in Polynesia? Indonesia has a claim. Did I not ally them to Indonesia? I did. So Indonesia. Oh, we haven't consolidated in Indonesia. Indonesia would invite them to the Federation at the same time. Yeah, okay. So we'll try and get the Polynesian states just because we already have them and we have them consolidated. Eli. Oh, no. Yuan. No, you can't do it. Mike. Go defend our interests in Polynesia. And Polynesia could do some defensive unity spending. Eli, meanwhile... You're a good investigator, aren't you? If you could check Daniel's loyalty for me. It's going to be tough, but... do a big spend. We're not really using the ops for much else at the moment. Yeah, let's sabotage... Let's sabotage the... sabotage the aliens. That sounds promising. Should probably be protecting interest here as well. Paul... Oh, I just hit confirm interest. Confirm assignments. Oh well. We should defend that. One resistance ship. I don't like your odds against the servants. We'll see. Yeah, the control point cap makes it really difficult to fight human factions. But Hydra diplomacy. Yes, I would love to slow down their ability to talk to the Hydra. Excellent. What that does, Hydra diplomacy that is increases the amount of hate. One of the things it does anyway, is increases the amount of hate that the aliens get when you cause hate for the servants. So being able to reduce that is very good for us. GDP per capita dropping because of the recent inclusion here. Okay. There's all our new shipyards and layered defense stuff. Jolly good. Now, when are those aliens arriving? I have an alarm set up, right? Yes. Good. Ooh, another upgrade. That's going to let us go to 130 mission control. Hell yes. That's so good. I didn't know another one of those was coming. I guess we don't need it urgently, but that's something to keep in mind. That's really good. Okay. We can still win. We can still win. With the ability to actually grow, we can still win. That's really useful. Okay, okay. Mike, lock down this area, please. 25 days. 11 days on you. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Paul, stabilize China. No, you're not up for the task, really, are you? Investigate Yuan with an op spend. In Yuan, it turns out Daniel needs another couple of rounds of the old pep talk. Eli, I also need to investigate Paul. If you could just go check. Everyone just check each other out. Everyone just tell each other that it's all going to be okay. I need an inspire mission for my chance of success here. What's the best advanced missile? Ah, okay. So I think the Artemis missile, which is unlocked by... Sorry, the Athena missile, which apparently is one of the good ones, also needs solid core fission reactor 2. Sorry, 1. Compact solid core fission reactor 1, so we should potentially research that as well. The other good one is apparently Poseidon, because they retarget. So which one of these unlocks Poseidon's? That's weird, I'm not seeing Poseidon missiles anywhere in here. Maybe they're one of the earlier tier ones. Not sure. Maybe... Well, let's have a look here. The shaped nuclear torpedo ones are good, because when they blow up when PD, they can still do damage. But I don't know. The Athena one does 330 damage, 12 delta V. 2,000 damage, only 9 delta V. How much damage are we doing at the moment? I show... because right now we are sometimes suffering from not being able to do enough damage. Hull weapons... 100, so 3 times more damage, but the Ares doing 2,000 damage? That does seem like a pretty huge improvement. I think we might want to go for the Ares torpedo. Which means we need what? Nothing. We just need this nuclear-powered penetrator torpedo. For Ares, yeah. The Hestia torpedo bay also seems good. 800 damage and 18 delta V. I don't think it's about going faster, though. I think it's about overwhelming with numbers. So how often does this fire? Every 7 seconds. Magazine of 6. Versus Athena. Magazine of 6 every 7 seconds. Okay, so it's the same. I feel like we need something... Yeah, so like the Lance Head. Only 100 damage. Although it's a penetrator warhead, meaning 60% damage to armor. Do these also have that? They don't. Athena does more damage to armor. Nuclear-powered penetrator warhead torpedo. That does seem... I mean, that seems good to me, honestly. Can't bombard. Can the Athena bombard? No. I think this is what we want. 1,000 targeting range, 9 delta V, 6 in the magazine, but we'll throw some extra magazines on. So we want nuclear-powered penetrator warhead torpedoes, please. Have we not actually unlocked it yet? I'm not sure we have. I don't think we've unlocked that yet, so we'll get that later. That's fine. Marine assault, I think, potentially, so that we can take some places on Mercury would be useful. Useful. Excuse me. Right, I will record the rest of this episode later. See you in 5 seconds. It wasn't 5 seconds. It was less than 5 seconds, but we're back. Hello. So I think what we should do now is planning our space future a little. Because I'm worried about scaling fast enough. And I'm beginning to think that now we have more efficient engines, metals might be our limiting factor. How do we get more metals? Well, we get them from Mercury. Because Mercury is quite rich in metals. Obviously, to get Mercury, we're going to have to fight the Servants and the Protectorate, which will cause problems. So, I think what we should do is take an audit of how much mission control we're using and how much we're going to have available if we want to. And I should also decide what hate cap I want to target. I don't think I've shown you this recently. Let me... So here's my calculator for working out how much mission control causes how much hate. We are on veteran, which means a 0.6 difficulty modifier. We are able to get, we don't currently have, but we're able to get tech level 2. At tech level 2, let's say we want to target 48 hate. So 48 divided by the relevant figure. So at tech level 2, that means we could have 125. Let's just validate that up here. You can see that that would cause 48 hate at tech level 2. So if we want 125, right now we have on Mars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mines. 8 mines on Mars. So let's need this. Let's go Mars, Luna, Earth, and Mercury. Okay, sorry, so we don't have 8 mines around Mars, we have 10. Luna, we have 1. Earth, currently in orbit. We have... Can you not select these? I guess we'll just count it from here. That's fine. We have 1, 2, 15. 15 of those. Mercury. So, well, let's see what that uses. MC used. So these will use 4 when they're top tier. So total equals sum. Oops, not sum. Sum these. Okay, so we could put 4 mines on Mercury. And then that leaves us a little bit of availability for some ships as well. Not much. That's 2 monitors. I think this is smart. I think this is the way to go. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to try and get 4 mines on Mercury. And we can start trying to get those right away. We are inventing the advanced marine assault unit. Okay, so that's the plan. Grab 4 mines on Mercury. Which mines? Let's have a look. Ideally, ones taken from the Protectorate, because it would cause less hate from the Servants. But maybe we should prefer taking from the Servants, because they're more important to weaken. We definitely want this for the noble metals. And then I'd rather have more noble metals than more normal metals, I think. So probably these 2 plus this for the 54 metals. And then this for the thistles. So this, and this, I think, are the ones that we want to yoink. Now, these are going to produce a lot of metal for us, but remember also they have this crazy solar power output. So we may find ourselves in a place where a bunch of our Martian mines can stop spending so much on all these fission reactor arrays, which should be good because these are costing us, if you look, a ton of money. I am right, by the way. Construction modules let you found stuff in the system, but it's nanofactories that actually start making you money. And then the tier 3 nanofacturing complex makes you even more money. Do we want to spend money on... what am I trying to say? Do we want to spend metals on money? Maybe not. We'll see. All right, Daniel. That should be him at 22 loyalty, I think. And yeah, I'm not moving against the aliens, but the fact that we can actually scale without moving against the aliens right now is very comforting to me. I also think when we next launch against... I may try and take out this lone tower station. I don't necessarily like my odds, but when we next have to launch against the aliens landing craft, whatever they're called, assault carriers, my intention is to attempt to take out the assault carrier and then attempt to take out that station. Because them not having a station in low Earth orbit would be valuable to me. I don't know... Paul is at 23. I don't know how bad letting all this xenoflora flourish is. What is it, 24? I suspect pretty bad. It's certainly bad for the economy of the areas where we're letting it flourish, because they're, you know... I mean, Brazil is getting absolutely trashed. But does that matter? And if it helps fight climate change, maybe it's worth the deaths, which seems a little horrifying to say. But look at this. Global temperature anomaly has only gone up by 1 to 1.6. It would be, I think it would be way worse than that had we not allowed the this stuff to flourish, because, I mean, we have been pumping out CO2 out of the Pan-Asian Combine. 1.2 parts per million every year coming out of here. Which, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of CO2. Alright, those are our extra 2. So these are our 2. This is my standing fleet. That's right. I recall the plan. So you 2 can merge, except you can't because you're not next to each other. Just fly. Fly to the other one. We've got 9 Delta V now. Very nice. Join. You resupply. Okay. Now with this fleet, is there anything I would like to do? For example, do we think we could beat this Corvette fleet and take out some of these Protectorate stations? I'm not that worried about the Protectorate. So maybe we don't. I think we just keep this fleet in reserve, ready to resist any servant problems. Change in Nigeria. Okay. All right, and we've consolidated in the Republic of the Southern Cross and in New Zealand. Excellent. So we can have them all join the Federation. And we're finally getting close to finishing unifying up our Pan-Asian Combine. Now, I'm very focused right now on buffing up the economy here because we want to be able to stabilize the unrest. Is that smart, or would I be better off just plowing it into research? I don't know. I'm not sure at all. But let's see. So we can now federate Republicans on the Cross and New Zealand. Yes. So Mike, if you could set national policy. Paul, you can set national policy. Yuan is still boosting up one more time. Eli. One thing we should do, I think it would behoove us to try and check out the servant counselors and kill any with really high espionage, just so we don't get assassinated. Because we have been building up our security slowly, but it has been kind of slow. Thing is, we do also have a lot of unrest to handle. Are you, Indonesia, are you 10 more days till you consolidate? Okay. I think we do need to keep... 62, that's too expensive. We need to find a security... a servant counselor and turn them so that we can get intel on all the servants' stats. So I know if there's anyone that really needs killing. There's advanced assault. Nice. And now that we know that we don't have to go hot super soon, I should be doing things, I think, like... Well, we're not really doing environment modeling, are we? Environment investment. But we should do things that are slightly longer term. That allow us to... yeah, act like we're going to be around for a while. Like what? Less damaging. Yeah. Don't think we will need the orgs. Not really interested in the automated. We're not founding stuff. They don't tend to steal much of my things. I don't think we need many of these, honestly. More better coups could be good. Oh yeah, and didn't we need one of these Don't I need the molten fission reactor 2 for something? No, I don't think so. I need the solid core fission reactor 3 for pulsar. But that's not it. Let's keep looking here. Quantum batteries unlocks battery farms. More damage to human armies doesn't seem that useful. We haven't been terrorized much. There's the solid. I need the solid 3 for pulsar. Although, is the pulsar any good? Let me look it up. Huge fuel needs, unfortunately. Okay, it's a must to get to the advanced pulsar drive, though. What I really, really want is something to let us build up our nations faster. We're not going to do direct investment because we can't afford it. No, none of these seem that interesting. I think nanofactories, although I am loath to send the metals, but I think Mercury is the perfect place to base nanofactories. So let's get some of those. Daniel Dollars, we know he was at 22, so he must be at least 23 now. Okay, servants. Protectorate attacking the resistance. Interesting. Though with the resistance, nuts. Not what we were looking for. We'll keep hunting though. There'll be some servants around here somewhere that we can see what we can do with. So federate with. Let's start with the most important. But yeah, do it again since there are others. You federate with. Oh god, yeah, loads of options now. We'll go with New Zealand. That's probably not the most important, is it? Indonesia is more important than New Zealand to us at the moment, just because of its larger population. Okay, good. Life forms reduced but not destroyed in Tashkent. I think we do need to try and clear a kind of alien flora buffer around our regions of the world. Lots of consolidated goods. We could do with actually another set policy here, which would be good. Eli, you can set policy, can't you? Yeah, come set national policy for a second. Our control point would be better defended. Yeah, but it's got 1.7 billion people in it. I don't think anyone's taking this control point. Oh god. Yeah, see, they're a little... That's a little close to us. And there's no way to attack it without direct troops. Daniel should be at least 24, so with this one more, he must be up to 25. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, unfortunately. There's the nanofactory. I don't think I'm going to build these right now. Although you do get the bonus to the economy priority. God, that is tasty, isn't it? 15 of them would cost 15 metals a month, which is, if you assume a month is 28.5 days long, that's 0.5 metals a day. That's not a terrible amount of our metal income, honestly. I think we actually do want some nanofactories around Earth. So what if I put one more shipyard around Earth? That takes us to 124 mission control, which is, I mean, that's dangerously close, isn't it? That still gives us a little bit of room, though. I think we do it. I think we put a new one up around Earth to allow some room for that. And yeah, xenoflora diplomacy, xenoflora defoliance is something that we really ought to have gotten quite a long time ago. I believe there's actually an available interface orbit. Yes. So we will found this and throw up a bunch of stuff, including nanofactories. Now, nanofactories only generate money if the HAB isn't building modules currently. And they generate how much? They generate 90 money. So if we compare that to the medical centers, they generate 60. But they're generating 60 for quite a lot less, honestly. Yeah, they're generating it for, I mean, 5 water versus 10 metals and 3 water. But the economy bonuses are can't be argued with, I think. It is costing a lot of this, though. A lot of power, that is. And yeah, we need a layer defense rate, even though there isn't actually holding off the servants right now. Please let me fit one more on. There we go. Okay, so that's 1, 2... Okay, that's 7, although I've realized I didn't put a administration node on, which I think I do need to. And we now have 60 extra power. So I think we can replace a heavy fission array with a solar array. No, that wouldn't be enough power. What about just a normal fission array? Yeah, there we go. So that's 6 nanofactories, which gives us a... Is it they're 2% each, the bonus to economy? Yeah. So that's 12% bonus to economy investment. I mean, that is pretty huge, honestly. I'm tempted to go through some factories and try and fit on some more nanofactories if we can. Maybe places where we've gone over the research cap. 55% from Habs. Yeah, like here, for example, we could do without potentially a couple of these information science centers, because don't we have a ton of those here? Yeah, we've got 5 on this one. So let's take 2 of these off, replace them with nanofactories, if we can fit that, which we can. That gets us up to 16% economy bonus. Then what else have we overbuilt? Life science, slightly, because we get some from medical centers, although we don't get the bonus to welfare, and we do a reasonable amount of welfare spending. Space, looks like we just have the right number here. Materials, I think I have 1 extra. Yeah, which we shouldn't need because it's military priority anyway, so it's not really that useful. Let's put a couple of nanofactories on here. Can't power 2 of them, so that's 18% bonus now. Let me have a quick look at min-maxing this off camera. Okay, we've done it. We did limit our materials science quite a bit. We'll have to rebuild that on Mercury, but that's fine because it only gives a bonus to military priority, which we're not investing in as is anyway. Nice, so that should give us a 30% economy bonus, which is crazy because we're currently investing, maybe counting all the investment we're doing in these other countries, we're probably investing maybe 55% of all of our points into just in economy right now. So getting that buffed up is going to be great. Right now we get, being in a federation provides a bonus to the investments in the economy in this nation. That's interesting. Huh. So yeah, we get a 25% bonus to this particular control point, 50% bonus from council traits, low Earth stations, and projects. So that is going to go up by a lot.
Mission complete.
Stuff, federate with Papua New Guinea. You can repeat and continue, actually, and I'll have Mike switch to doing some inspiration. Ooh, the Koreas have unified. That's convenient, actually. Okay, good. So we're going to take Korea, because we can already unify them in, right? Yeah, good. So we should take Korea as soon as we get the control points available from doing some unifications down here. Very nice indeed. And then we can start eyeing up maybe trying to get the tech that lets us go towards Japan. Because Japan, as long as it hasn't been ruined, pretty good economy. Yeah, I mean, 5 billion. That's a lot. It's practically 10% of our current economy size. New orgs. You just get some more espionage for me. What showed up? 5 admin. We do still have someone under the admin cap, I think. You, more espionage. You, more investigation. And you, no, nothing new. And Yuan. So, you have 23 admin right now. And you have an admin thing, don't you? Yeah, so we could take the 5 off. Sorry, does that say 5? Put the 3 off, put the 5 on. That caps out his admin, and we get the economy bonus. That seems good. But I can't afford it because it's 2 grand and we're losing money right now. Sell some thistles. We're really not struggling on thistles right now. So let's just straight buy that. And then you can sell this. And we will actually just straight sell it, I think. We could trade it, but I think it's fine. And then you want... having assassinate? You already have assassinate. 1 command, 1 defense for 2 pips. There we go. 1 command and 2 security. He's not, obviously, he's not a command-focused person, but command is always useful just for the control point cap, and it makes him safer. Speaking of making him safer, He urgently needs more security. So let's... Oh, sorry. Eli does need to level up. Let's invest in his security. And Eli, speaking of security, give you the final point there. Nice. Now, Mike, I want you to inspire Yuan, which brings him up to 25 loyalty. And Daniel... I mean, yeah, just try and make sure we don't have a second Xenoflora exploding out on our border. Would be nice. Right, we invented the other, the better ship-based marines. So we need to look at where we put them. They're a utility module, yes? So we won't need... So yeah, I feel like a gunship is pretty perfect for carrying them, because it can carry 4. And it's cheap. Just 2... Sorry, not a gunship. What was I looking at just then? A frigate. Frigate carries 4 for 2 mission control. An escort carries 2 for 1 mission control, but builds faster. Monitor carries 3. Destroyer carries 3. So, I mean, the frigates would be kind of... Well, let's take a look at it. What's the cost differential if we use one of these? And we don't need any thrust, right? It doesn't matter if these things take a long time to get anywhere. Though maybe that much. I mean, that might not even be enough. At least 100 is ideal. Less than 10 may face log or travel times. Yeah, because you basically struggle to do anything with that. So maybe we don't use the plasma wave drive. What about the Nerva drive? It's a 10 milli-Gs. And we need enough... So the example transfer is it has to get to Mercury, which is quite a long way relative to the transfers we've been doing so far. So yeah, from one of our fuel stations to Mercury, to a low Mercury orbit, requires 23 delta V with this much acceleration. What if you had 50? So it does reduce it by quite a bit. Interesting. How do I go back? That one? Nope. Whoops, that continued. That was close and continue. So that's Yuan at 25 loyalty, for sure, because we investigated him at 25, and that did improve it. Right, ship construction. No, sorry, ship designer. So this is not enough. I mean, we'd have to put way too many propellant tanks on. Why are these not increasing the cost in fuel, in water? Oh, they show it over here. Right, okay. I thought they also showed it here. Maybe only when it's fully designed. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Sorry, got a bit of a tickly cough at the moment. So, not really ideal. Did we recently invent the burner drive? Have I not switched over to these yet on my main classes? No, we have. And the difference here is... Oh, this is just... The burner is just way better. It's just that it uses a little bit of volatiles. Is there any downside? Oh, yeah. The cruise acceleration is quite a bit better on the Pharos drive. Right, okay. Right, ship construction. No, ship designer. So, I think we'd probably rather have this and then just throw on a couple of extra drives. It needs to have 20 delta V. That's quite an expensive ship. But in order to take Mercury, I mean that seems worth it. This needs 24 at that level. What if how do I go back to the ship I was just designing? I guess here? And then ship designer? There really ought to always be a back button, in my opinion. Anyway, CK3 does that well. Ship designer. Why am I looking at a possibility block? Ship. Oh, that's annoying. There must be a way to go back. I must just be missing something. We were looking at the escort class, I think, right? Or was I comparing it on gunships? Anyway, we'll look at the escort class. So, with the burner drive, these, I guess the utility modules are just quite heavy. Yeah, it looks like it. You don't really need those weapons. Do they increase the cost dramatically? Not really. So should I put weapons on these just so that we can use these ships as so that we can use them as PD at a pinch? I don't think so. I think we should try and keep them maximally cheap, really. We should look into whether better batteries would be worthwhile, by the way. So we could do it in 26 weeks. If I gave it more Delta V, we can get that down quite a bit. We do want to make this trip fast. 9 weeks is acceptable, I think. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, so a ship like this can carry 2 of these modules in 9 weeks at that cost. So this is it's not a bomber, it's a troop carrier. This is the burner carrier. Let's save that. Now, if we go in here and we change that, and we threw on this drive, we can't get there because we don't have enough Delta V. But once we do have enough Delta V, no, it still takes ages to get there. Okay, so no, not viable with the Pharos drive. What about one of these? Now we can do it with, yeah, I mean, less water propellant, but a lot more noble metal propellant. And we can do it in 9 weeks, but with more tanks and a lot more propellant. So we probably don't want to do it that way. But what about if we did it with a monitor? Sorry, not a monitor, a frigate. Is it more efficient on a frigate? I suspect no, because it's just heavier. Well, your battery weight is held constant. So maybe it is more efficient. And throw on the burner drive. Let's see. So, to get there in about 9 weeks, which is not really, it's getting inefficient, not making much of an impact. Let's do it in, 10 weeks. That is not twice as much fuel, is it? So this is a burner class frigate. And if we take a look here, this burner class costs, only 60 more water, almost twice as many volatiles, almost twice as many of that, but carrying twice the number of troops. I think the Requin class frigate troop carrier is what we want. Now these have 24 assault strength. What do the defenses have? Or what defenses do the sites have, rather? I believe it was like between 12 and 15. 16 to 19... 12 to 16, 7, 10 to 11, 16 to 19. So I think we should build 3 of these. I think 3 would be enough. 75 power completely overwhelms those numbers that we've just seen. Oh, we're building 2 more monitors. 4 as a standing fleet seems excessive, actually. Oh, if that servant fleet came over, but the servant fleet, no. I think that's excessive. So 3 of these frigates, and they fly over undefended, banking on the idea that there is no servant fleet here. Is there still a servant fleet around Luna, by the way, or did it die? It is still here, but it's badly damaged, and it hasn't got enough Delta V to intercept a burn to Mercury. Okay, good. I think that will work. When we use those to steal our places on Mercury, and then onto Mercury we set up some of the tech that we're missing. We potentially scale up, like pushing through the hard cap a little bit on some of the researches that we can boost up on Mercury. That seems good. Daniel, that should be him locked at 25 now. And on Earth, we just continue these unifications and make our play for career. Sounds like a plan. Another assault ship launches. That's not good. How well escorted is it? It's the one that just launched, so it'll be this one. Just one. Same kind of level of escort. Okay. And we can build the ships that we actually want to use now, which is this one's in... Sorry, not upgrade. build in 120 days. That's right. So, what's 120 days before where they arrive? When they are going to arrive? That would be the 23rd of December. Okay, so they're arriving 34. So 23rd, the 12th, 2033 assault fleet blocker build. It's not the right order of those words, but it doesn't matter. So we know when we need to start building those ships to prevent the landing. A science tour. We don't have any research habs. Darn. Our scientists work away from prying eyes. Little science boost. Could be a lot worse.
Policy direction complete.
More federations. Just the one with the Polynesian states. Oh, I thought there were two. I have another person doing a cooldown thing. Doing a set. Yeah. We could, hey America, do you want to federate with us? Probably not, right? I don't think there's anything we want to do. So we can now see, yes, no interesting federations, and we can integrate on cooldowns. So March next year. Let's set that a reminder. Say, yeah, the 13th of March 2023. Sorry, 2033. Unification time. Without accidentally hitting caps lock. Perfect. Good success. Nice. Got them wiped out. And it looks like the initiative... Oh, wait. That's my army? Are we still allied to this nation? We are. Okay. Whoa. I did not notice that. Okay. Our armies are kind of low on health, but they're doing okay. They're not very high tech. 0.3, 3.9 rather on these militaries, which is a little troubling. But they're doing okay. We can acquire Indus resources. Now, I bet Indus resources gives mining. It does. 7% mining and an economy bonus. There's not going to be much we can take off her, is there? She's just got all the science stuff. Yeah, your espionage and investigation are useful to us, but they're not critical right now. Also, do you have overcap on admin? No. These are good orgs. That one's not that good. 2 pips for two stats. It's not very good. And then that's 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 3 for 1. 2 for 3. Yeah, maybe we take that off you. Because I think getting all of these mining output bonuses... Oh, hang on. Here's one with science as well. Only 5%. Is really valuable. I don't think you need the 25... This is 2 for 2. That's not that good. And 1 for 1. Also not that good. So you can have this. 5% economy bonus as well. As well as the 5% mining output. Focusing on mining output now that we have, at least I feel like we have the stats that we need to keep the geoscape more or less under control. Seems prudent to me. Now, Daniel, I need you to stabilize China. You can do that twice. That should max out the unrest reduction there. Just noticed that Paul is actually known to the aliens right now, so he should probably go to ground. Duck and cover a bit. We do have some alien activity as well. Let's go investigate that. Oops, sorry, Yuan. Never assigned you something. Eli still needs some of your patented inspiration. It's 2 more loyalty on Paul, which should put him at 25. Eli is, as ever, an inscrutable sort. Okay. How's that fight going? Pretty well. I wonder if they will fight to the death, these armies. And therefore I need to kind of keep a close eye, or not. Ooh, and the Americans are likewise raging on in battle down here. They're much higher tech, but The alien megafauna does have... It's scary that they're kind of struggling against the alien megafauna. We really need to prevent aliens landing. Because the aliens... These guys have 6 mil score. I think the alien armies have like 8. So... Alright, here we go. We need to build a fleet to beat the aliens soon. Beat the assault squad at least. Not the crash down. The world's armies are mobilizing against the megafauna. Oh no, sorry, that's not against megafauna. That's just a war. Right, so we need to build another fleet. What was it that was sufficient last time? 10? And then it was only just... So maybe 6 of our new ships would be enough? I would hope. Sorry, build, not upgrade. And we're using the one that costs a bit more water, I think. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go with 8 to be on the safe side. And so yeah, the idea for this fleet is it attacks them, takes out the assault carrier, and then it's going to go after other alien assets. And then we'll just take a big wave of retaliations. That should work. Probably should have got the targeting computer before before we did that. Oh well. Do we need the construction module? Given that we already have Nano Factory? I'm not sure we do. It's super cheap though. Let's just get it in case there's some problem with needing to go from one to the other in some context that I'm not thinking of right now. Are we going to win that fight? I'm going to keep an eye on my army's health in the right here. Rivaled Peru. New orgs. Any mining? Yes. 1%. It's not inspiring, is it? But we're not desperately in need of things like that right now, so let's throw it on there. And plus, with these all these new economy orgs we've been getting, up to 66% bonus from, and that will all be coming from our orgs, basically. So once we actually also get the low Earth orbit, it's going to go up to almost 100% bonus. Going to be able to render these people wealthy in record time. An uptick in activity. Yes, yes. It is scary, I know. You go investigate that. Eli. Let's try and find a servant counselor. Where would a servant counselor be right now? Of those that we know about on the board. Probably not in the US. I don't know. Game quick saved. Oh, there's a quick save. I knew I hit a button and it lagged for a second. I didn't realize it was a quick save. Maybe you, because it's kind of near Italy. Everyone else is busy. Okay. Rock and a roll. One more on Paul. That should be him at 25 loyalty. In fact, I think he was at 25 last time. Should probably investigate Eli. I think he's at 25 now. Their protectorate. Okay. I would like to know about the protectorate. Who was it that did that, Eli? Yeah. How loyal are you? Not loyal. Okay, let's do that again, and then we can turn him and take a look if the protectorate have any dangerous counselors, by which I mean high espionage. Because the only thing that I'm really worried about, I mean, apart from taking our ships out in space, sorry, taking our habs out when we're not defended, foolishly. Oh, yes. That's what we want. Because we want administration algorithms. For administration complexes. Yes. That's the one, isn't it? Administration, yeah, administration complex. Now it's 50,000, which is a great deal. But we also need, we need extended space survival. It's a higher priority. That's okay. Welfare priority increase, yeah, that would be useful. Worse at enthrall against our control points, and worse at enthralling, and worse at abductions. We would like that. And we would like that. I think one of our slots, yeah, this slot is just going to be permanently on, like, xenoscience for a while. So I don't need to try and prioritize too actively every time we get an available slot. There's the administration tower. Okay, that is a complete priority. Okay, good, but we already have this. Let's get it after metallurgy, which has Obvious immediate benefits as soon as we get that. Nice. Yes, I would like the admin tab, please. Oh, it's so cheap. Good. So yeah, these do cost boost every month. We only have 10 monthly boost income. That's kind of a problem, actually. Maybe we want Central Asian Union back, because we need 15 of those, which would put us in the negative on boost. So I guess it's time for a brief period of investment, and we should get really, really good boost income now. Yeah, between 0.24 and 0.4, because we have some nice equatorial territory. Launching stuff from the equator is easier because you are effectively already moving faster just by being on the equator than by being near the pole. And therefore, it's easier to reach escape velocity. At least that's my limited understanding. Mike. We should probably do a little bit of stabilizing in some of our southern territories. Paul. I would like to turn them, so let's do one more. Mike, you have the ability to turn, yes? You don't. Does what Yuan? Yeah, Yuan with his 25 persuasion does. Excellent. Eli. Our armies are away from home right now, so let's not let stuff spread in their absence. We are taking some serious damage here. We might have to pull out of some of these fights. Right, and I need to investigate Eli as well. We could hold for 1,000 months even if we went negative on boost, though, so it's not really a big deal. There's construction module. Gives us time to correct anyway. ECMs do seem pretty good. But you have to have them on every ship. I think they're only worth it on bigger ships. Straight up more damage to missiles is nice. I mean, there's lots. There's lots. Welfare. We're not doing any welfare investments right now. Having alien hate be lower by reducing the impact of our mission control would be good. Communications. Oh, yeah. We should get a communications hub. We have some broadcast nodes already. Their loyalty score is 2. Good lord. That's like us a while ago. 100% more revenue from selling space resources. That is nice because I do find myself doing that a fair amount. So how much boost are we actually generating? Quite a lot. We can, I mean, we're making some, we're able to make some pretty sizable investments pretty fast here. Apachetics, good. Yeah, because this, I mean, we're ticking through these pretty freaking quickly. Just because the economy here is massive. 54 investment points is so good. There's the admin tower. Okay, good. Give me even more control point. Yeah, anything that gives control point cap, I'm a sucker for control point cap. Now, I'm going to go through all of these and upgrade to admin towers. I'm not going to upgrade to admin towers on our mines yet, even though it will increase output. We probably will, but it will just stabilize the boost income first, probably. Okay, I built all the admin towers, and I've realized the problem. They take mission control. 1 mission control each, which means our current plans call for 140 mission control. We only have 130 absolute cap. So we probably have to lose. What do we lose? Maybe a single Mars mine? If we lose 1 Mars mine... No, it's not enough. Okay, we probably... Well, let me look at the Mars mines. I want to... How do you see the base mining value of mines? I think you can do it here? No. There must be a way. Surely there's a way to see the base output of a site. So you can make decisions between sites once you've already colonized them. Is there really not? Okay, I guess we just got to times, divide by 1.5 in our head. Wait, no. Divide by or multiply by 0.66. Is that the same as dividing by 1.5? No, no, it isn't. Because they've been multiplied by 1.5. To reduce by that, we need to times by 0.66. Yeah. So do we want to get rid of any of these in exchange for... So maybe this one could go. Yeah, that is an issue though. We're now going to use way too much mission control. So we need to actually, it sucks to pivot off this, but I think we need to pivot immediately because all of those admin towers I've built already. So let's pivot to grabbing this as quickly as possible. And then yeah, I think maybe we lose some some Earth things because you gain, I think 8 slots. So if we gain 8 slots on all of these, we can afford to lose maybe 2. No, I don't want to lose Earth things. I think we drop maybe 2 Mars mines. That's still not enough. 2 Mars mines and 1 Mercury mine, maybe. Puts us at just under 130. I think that's maybe what we do. We will give assistance, sure. It costs quite a lot of money though. Nah, it doesn't matter. The economy in New Zealand is pretty piddling. 146 billion. Not really relevant to our global plans, I'm afraid. I mean, you know, helpful, but not far from critical. You can level up. One more science, and there we go. The perfect advisor, apart from military, obviously. But we'll get working on that now. Well, no, we won't. We'll probably work on her security, actually, just to keep her safe. It's November. There's definitely no relevant federations, right? Oh, yes, the Melanesian states have just become eligible. But do we even... We don't control those, do we? No. Yeah, Melanesian, Micronesian, they're staying out. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Not a big deal. Paul, go ahead and investigate Eli for me. Ooh, no, actually... We found a servant counselor. Right, and Yuan, I need you to turn that protectorate guy. Yeah, excellent. Oops, sorry, Eli also needs a mission. We could steal something from resistance. Yeah, it seems good. Although sabotaging the resistance again, so the protectorate again, the servants could be good as well. Let's sabotage. Unrest is high in the Republic of the Southern Cross. Oof, so it is. But we're getting them unified in just a couple of months. I think they can survive in the meantime. Ah, didn't really need either of those. But sure, we'll yoink that. Dealt them a major setback and stolen 50 science. Wow. 50 whole science. They have 0 in loyalty. Okay. We should be able to turn them pretty easily. And we've completed communications hub and a patch sticks. Cool. And we did successfully turn them. Nice. So what do we want now? I think shipbuilding would be good. I'm not so sure actually. Well, let's get ferrocite resistance going. We've fallen behind on xenoscience research, I think. And there was another control point bonus, wasn't there? Targeted support would be potentially good. Wasn't there a control point one that we unlocked? Let me have a look for it. I haven't found it, but there is this, which gives us a unity priority boost. We do use the unity priority basically all the time, not with a heavy investment, but still. So I think that's worth having. All right, you only fail a mission when you have less than 2% chance.
Things are cooling off.
Indonesia's calming down after 15 roofs produced here. And yes, directed focus. You can invest even more. That would be useful. So that we could increase our odds of doing things like using command to attack a landed carrier. There's been so many wars in this game. I feel like the AI has got a lot more proactive since we last played. That's really good. Now we need... it's the thing that unlocks that we're good, isn't it? What else do we want? Accelerando, I think, gives Faster cooldown. Accelerando. Increase in economy. Global, induced inflection points is good. Although that's so expensive. Yeah, we're not gonna get that yet. What do we need? Better lasers. We're already researching that. What's this get us? Particle beams. Better magnets. Phased arrays. Space commerce. I don't think we need that. Genies gets you Methuselah, which lets you help your counselors not die of old age, which can be good. Targeted biological warfare helps with assassination missions. That could be useful. Railguns. Could investigate tourism. Tin droplet radiator. I think that's good, actually. Let's get this. Superconducting magnets. And maybe maybe we try and wrestle this from the servants. Because it would be good if we could prevent the servants from getting control of a tech. Yep, we are indeed taking control. Nice. Love to see the Protectorate losing. So yeah, let's wrestle control of that from the servants. Oh, they're back in the lead. Protectorate is going to surpass us here. It's a really expensive tech. Let's let the servants fight for their front running place for a long time on an expensive tech and just power through a couple in the other slot. That's okay. New Zealand defense is down. We do probably need that back. Let's work on some of this Xenoflora. Down to 28% health here, but I think we're winning. So I'll let that keep going. Eli, yeah, some alien activity investigations, fine. Yuan, Eli still needs 3 more Inspires. You can go ahead and do that. And yeah, working our way. Those unifications starting in... Oh, wait, hang on. Is there one in February? There is, yeah. New Zealand in February. And Republic of the Southern Cross in February too. Amazing. Good stuff. There's 1 more on Eli. That should be 23 loyalty. Mike needs 3 more as well. Another alien fleet launching for us. They've done so many surveillance and we just haven't done... Oh, God. 2 loyalty on them as well. That's going to be another easy turn. That's great. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of stuff coming out building soon because we did quite a bit there. There's Ferrocite resistance. Good. Okay. Okay. Finally, some results we can use. Some trial and error. A number of compounds naturally occurring on Earth and relatively harmless to humans, but toxic to Hydra physiology. When injected into the bloodstream, they produce mild irritation in humans, destructive to Hydra cells, including ferrocite cells. A longer-lasting virgin administering to our personnel and operatives. As long as it's topped up, the Hydra ferrocites will quickly die off. More importantly, our efforts in analyzing the nature of Hydra ferrocites has begun to yield results. We believe it should be theoretically possible to breed our own version of ferrocite cells in a controlled environment. Interesting indeed. So Ferrocite Mastery is the new project that we can start working on soon. But let's bang out Alien Origin because it's really cheap. And we should keep boosting up our Ferrocite resistance just so that they don't yoink a Pan-Asian Combine site. So why can we claim America? I guess it's because we have a claim on one of these. Is it because of Honolulu? Like the Indonesian claim on Honolulu? Not sure. Okay, learning a bit in Romania. Our ships should be coming online sometime next year. Oh, we lost the corporation's control point in the US to the servants. That's okay. I think now we defend interests on the mass media. Because I think if we don't have any control points in the US, it would be really difficult. We could yoink the executive in the US right now. That could be useful. That would stop the Protectorate using them as a beat stick.
Where do you need me?
Daniel.
I'm here.
Purge the executive in the US, please. The executive. And Eli, don't let them take away our mass media in the meantime. Having control of the US executive would be useful. That controls their nukes. And they're wealthy, so... We don't have the mission control cap right now. We're getting a 15 penalty even before we do this. But we're just about to unify some places in. We should make sure that everywhere is defended. Really. Mike, come defend the situation here. Eli, you could do... I don't think a public campaign is going to be of any use. Yuan, if you could turn that servant, 90%. Let's get that done. Eli. Right, we know about all the protectorate people. Let's take a look at them. Is the easiest way to go through this list, probably? From hardest to easiest. So you're the guy we've turned, right? Jennifer, good investigation, but no espionage. Not that worrying. You, useless. You, good investigation, but not that much else. You, a lot of persuasion. A lot of persuasion. Killing them would probably be prudent. Are you a hard target? No. God, they've put a lot of money into giving this person better stats. He's a survivor, but he's careless. Yeah, let's kill them, just because that persuasion will be helping the Protectorate quite a bit. This might provoke retaliation, which should be scary for you, Mr. 6 Security. But we'll just try and make sure that the Protectorate don't know about him. I think it is worth going for this, because once our admin towers come online, which is when? Which one of these there? In January? Oh, that's really soon. So in January, we're going to get a lot of more control point cap.
Securing our control.
And it's kind of bold, but I think grabbing this, it gives us 2 armies as well. There we go. We have that. Oh, and because they're servants, we now know about 3 alien facilities. Okay, that's bad. We need to take those out as a matter of urgency. These things are they conduct constant abductions, and they spew out alien fauna, I believe. Okay, so yeah, Daniel will have her work cut out. And there goes the Protectorate guy. Nice. And there's alien origin. Multiple theories. Okay. Nice. And we completed the salvage alien warship objective. It's illuminating. These exotics, as our researchers call them. On the negative side, we are failing to generate any true breakthroughs on reverse engineering. So if we have access of them, we'll at least be able to use them. New objective, research exotics. We've already done that. Immediately complete. Okay. Presumably they traveled here with some kind of faster-than-life technology. We've already investigated that. Their purpose, I'm not sure that's that useful to us right now. Let's just get more... Yeah, let's get some more defense against enthralling, although not at a super high priority, because this is the high priority right now. Cool. And yeah, should be a pretty good odds. Ooh, there is an alien here. Ooh, they're enthralling the executive.
Mission in progress.
Now, so even if we succeed, will that still fire? I don't know. Let's find out. Ours is firing first. There's our fleet. 24 security, hard target. Second wave of infiltrators, more skilled. Yes, that's not ideal. Merge all these fleets. You launch for India 34, please. And you launch for India 34. We've got more coming out. Oh, sorry, no, you shouldn't be merging with India 34, but it's fine. You just join India 34 and then we'll split it out. So you split this fleet. My 3 frigates. My 3 frigates need to resupply. And then they're off to Mercury. They're resupplied. Good. All 3 of them. 72 strength. Why 72? I thought they had 25 each. I guess maybe it was 24. Off to Mercury you go. To a low Mercury orbit. Do we want to steal a station in Mercury orbit? It would be useful. But I don't think we can do it because they have layered defense arrays. You'd have to get through the layered defense array first. So, yeah, burn all your Delta V. Get there in 10 weeks. I don't believe you need any Delta V in order to attack ground-based targets, fortunately. Kind of drop podding down or something, and then back up, which I guess is the more confusing part. Hanoi is now a resource region. Nice. Bonus to economy. Love that. The economy here is getting pretty good. How are we doing now? Minus 3.4 from per capita GDP. That's pretty good. So there's our capture. And yes, it did cancel the alien mission. That's really good. And but we lost mass media despite our defenses because we were just so far over the control point cap. That's fair. But we did get the executive, which is more important. And we should probably do some public campaigns over here. Their military is pretty advanced. It's not too bad anyway. We've got 2 armies out of that. We should both be on hunting xenoforms. So, Paul, you are known to resist our enemies right now, which is not great, but let's come and do some crackdowns. Not good odds. Sorry, that's Brazil. Not good odds. Maybe we do some public campaigns first, but the thing is they're not defended right now, so yeah, there's a decent amount of science here and some boost income, which we need right now. I think we content ourselves with just the executive in America for now, and we are interested in spending on welfare. I think just welfare. Try and get this stuff down. America is our next point of call once we've unified in everything over here. So I think keeping an interest over here is useful. Now, Daniel, how much intel do we have on this alien, by the way? Not full. So, Mike, if you could investigate the alien, we would like to get them dead. They have, yeah, not great stats, but it is troubling stats. What would the kill chance be right now? Yeah, bad, especially because they're in a loyal control point area. Eli, go check out this alien activity.
Headed there now.
You on?
Where to?
You're not so good at stabilizing. You could run some public campaigns. Well, hang on. Mike still needs 3 more inspirers. Let's run those.
Sure they're on our side.
Daniel.
Standing by for orders.
We could trade with Exodus. Sure.
Initiating contact.
America. China can handle. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, this unrest situation, but we can do that next turn.
Contact.
Hello, Exodus. They're still pleased. Whoa, they have 20,000 metal. Don't I need the solid core 2? No, I need solid core 3 for the pulsar. Sure, I'll take that. Lars drive doesn't seem thrilling. That would be useful. I got lots of orgs for you. You got any interesting orgs that you'd want to trade? Mines, basically. What we're mostly interested in. Nothing jumping out at me. You know, rocketry? No, it's just some. Yeah, nothing really jumping out. I think this is a fine trade. Let's do that. Get some boosts to tech. Increase our defenses against being influenced by those. And allows us to stockpile. Ooh, and more. Yeah, loads of alien-based techs that we do want. Public sanctions. No, we don't care.
Offering assistance.
Mike with 1 bonus. That should be him at 23. 2 more. And then we're full 25 across the board, except Eli just needs 2 more as well. Fine.
Surveillance complete.
Okay, we succeeded. We know everything there is to know about him. 24 security is scary. I don't really know how we're going to be able to do anything about that, but... But hey, America is currently just investing heavily into military. That's okay. That's okay by us. We have 2 of these armies. They would be useful if we needed them. And yeah, we didn't even need to do that investigate because he fluffed that attack. 1st Infantry Division completed the... Oh, right. Yeah, we're actually invading Ethiopia right now. You guys, my ones in here anyway. Just go hunt xenoforms. Yeah, hunt xenoforms. You don't need to be here. We should... Sorry, I should have moved against those. Well, let's move against the alien installations at the same time as we move against the assault carrier. And there we go. The admin towers. Look at this. 749. It's time to grab Korea. Hell yes. Nice. Resistance continuing to win fights. Ooh, it's a big fleet. Not launching at us, though. I don't think. But that was a large fleet that just launched. 3,000 power. Going to punish the resistance for something, probably. Oh, attacking, or maybe the academy. And some of them are losing. That's good. We lost the executive to the servants. Damn. Damn. That's not good. Servants in control of the US is bad. I mean, they have the US and Russia right now. That is troubling. But hey, it gives me a lot of free control points to spend elsewhere, I guess. But that seems, yeah, that means we really can't let the aliens land troops. Without the American army, I think we would be in a spot of bother, shall we say. We'll yoink the protectorate control point in
Standing by.
Korea first, I think. Yuan, if you could divert from your regularly scheduled inspiration to boost up Korea's opinion of us. Well, maybe we'll go after them both at once, actually. And then Daniel, you can come in straight afterwards with a purge against the one that's more likely to be
Terminating the
cracked down.
Standing by.
Paul, another public campaign in Korea. We're really focusing our attention this time.
We must persuade the
Because you are not eligible for unification yet. Yes, it's February. Yeah. 27th of February to get New Zealand and Australia. Also known as the Republic of the Southern Cross. Sorry, Federation of the Southern Cross. Good stuff. But yeah, grabbing Korea and grabbing Japan will really be nice for our Chinese situation. And so with all those admin towers built, we are low on boost income. I want to get it up just a little bit more, maybe to like 4 or 5. And I think I'll consider that good enough. And then we can go back to just growing the economy and stabilizing the situation. All right, nuclear fusion is useful. Very useful. So we don't really need the admin complex yet, not least because we couldn't afford the boost, but also because we need the bigger stations before we can actually use that. So what's next? Show me the fusion. What do we just get? Nuclear fusion methodologies. Unlocks all this stuff. I think the Z-pinch engine is pretty good. We need magnetic plasma confinement for that one. What about inertial fusion? Needs arc lasers. Tomahawks needs magnetic plasma confinement. So it looks like magnetic plasma confinement would be a good pickup. Ah, we don't have what's required for that, which is probably supercapacitors? No. Is it high temperature? Yes, I just missed it. Yeah, so high temperature supercapacitors so we can get the next one. Seems good. Launching for low Mars. Shouldn't be launching against us. Got one of their megafaunas. Nice. Defeated alien megafauna. It's the first one we got. Nice. Their true nature is something of a mystery. They appear to be a hybridization of flesh and vegetation. They do not simply grow. They are themselves part of the alien's terraforming process. Effectively, nearby matter is absorbed into its bulk. We cannot yet divine the exact nature. One thing is clear. If left unchecked, an insurmountable number of these will soon stalk the Earth. Yeah, so I do need to more proactively clear some of the alien fauna, I think. But 25% bonus damage to megafauna. That will be useful. And there's the crackdown in Korea. And the other.
Every child adores playing with magnets.
Okay, what did they go with after it? Railguns. Oh, was that the one we were full investing and we didn't get it? Damn. Well, let's grab railguns. This is a cheap tech, so we don't have to spend for long. Not interested in the solar platform kit, really. God, yeah, the servants with America. That's a little scary. And another alien facility. God, we need to move against those alien facilities.
We've removed some threats.
There we are in Korea. Okay, so what's the spending priority here? Ooh, it's very polarized. Let's focus on trying to fix that, I think. Yeah, we're up to 2.3 now in China, but I think as we do some of these unifications, it's going to swing back in the opposite direction again, unfortunately.
Your orders?
Mike, more crackdowns. Yeah, it looks like we can crack straight into Korea. Good. Daniel,
I'm here.
go ahead and purge that cracked down one.
Targeting the opposition.
Yuan, don't you have an okay purge stat? Yeah, come purge this. Once it's cracked down, you'll be able to. Eli, crack down the executive.
Targeting their center of power.
Nice. So that's 14.5 each. So just 60 for all of Korea, which we can easily afford. We will also then be able to go after this. Ah, yes. And have our nanofactories been built yet? How's my economy investment looking? No, I don't think they have been built. Could have told you that from the amount of money we're making, actually. There we go. 25% less before inviting retaliation. Good. Very good. The fourth level of tech, well, the tech level 3, which is the fourth one, counting 0, is really far down the tech tree, I believe. So we're not going to be getting that soon. Maximum spend, I think, would be good. But yeah, our main focus needs to be on some xenology for now, I think. Don't think I've never really used the outpost kits. I don't really understand them. So we're not going to use them yet. There's the code. Oh, we don't need to repeat those, but it's fine. We can tell them not to do that at the end of the turn. 53 points here now. Pretty darn nice. And there goes up a bunch of our monitors. Okay. India 33 is what I want them to join, but we'll just have them join what's nearby and then consolidate. Yeah, transfer over. Join the nearby until you can't. And then launch. Okay, so India 34. Anyone local? No, it's India 39. Launch for 34. So we're not even over our control point gap with this whole fleet active, which is pretty great. But obviously, once we actually fight, they will be mighty displeased with us. Let's let everyone merge in. Oh, sorry, no, India, that's the one. Oh, God, another one. This is the one heading over to Mercury. So here's our fleet. 10 ships. Resupply. And you are launching for Victor 124, which is arriving in 10 days. And let's save in case I somehow screw up this transfer. I don't think I should. But I'm not interested in dealing with just silly user error. Where is it? 124. There it is. So yes, we launch such that we arrive. When's it arriving? The 24th. Yeah, so we only need to arrive. Yeah, just after they do is fine. Spending. Well, we can arrive slightly before they arrive. That's fine too, really. It's using like no delta V either way. Oh, sorry, no, that's later. Yeah. So we want to arrive as soon as they arrive. Get to them. I hope they won't flee. No, now I think about it, it's possible they might flee. That would be bad. Because this is now a 400 fleet power fleet. But they were over 1,000, I think. They're 800. Okay, so we've got to be careful about building bigger fleets in this, because we're still slow. So if they try to run away, they can. Although, I'm not sure where an assault carrier would run. But I guess they would just burn kind of around and around the Earth away from us, more or less. Alright. Yoinking much of Korea. One more. We should have taken the executive before we took the other one. That's okay, though. I can't ally it in yet. Mike. No, Daniel, you have the honor. If you could purge the executive.
Removing our enemies.
Eli.
Standing by for orders.
I need you to stabilize China if you can. China is becoming problematic. And then we have a few more Inspires to do. We're nearly done with Inspires, which is nice. Mike. Some any activity going on? Sure. Go check that out. Doke. And then next turn, we start the unifications with China. Widespread panic in Nanchang. We obviously aren't going to do that or that. Losing some cohesion. That is unfortunate. That's painful, but oh well. Oh god, and we're actually into subversion now. That's troubling. Mike should now be at 24 loyalty. Yeah, that's really bad. Unless it's high enough, it's starting to hit our control points. I mean, our investment points. Republic of Korea, that should be enough. Yeah, okay, good. So So that should bring our control points back.
We can speculate about what
Railguns are invented. Okay, advanced hydrogen containment for antimatter containment could be interesting. Molecular assemblies. I would like... there's lots of things I would like. Which is the one that gives us the better assassinate? We do need that. This one. Global defense. Targeted biological warfare so we can try and take out the aliens more. Space commerce. Don't we already have our space future? I guess we unlocked it some other way without... Yeah. Civilian quantum computing is good. Where does this go? Particle beams. Neurotronics. Advanced fission. Let's take a look at the full part. Does this go somewhere important? Antimatter propulsion. Yeah, that is good, actually. Let's grab that. It's quick. So, not a big commitment by going that way. All right, here's the alien fleet. They got reinforced. Someone else arrived. Oh, no, a Titan. A Titan arrived. That's scary. That's really bad. It was just these 4, wasn't it? I believe it was. Well. Okay, so what's the plan? I feel like we come in hot so that one possible way we win is by like pushing past these guys and just taking out the main enemy. Everyone in one control group. They would annihilate us if they got in close because we have no side armor. So we have to kill them, the protectors as well. We established that these don't take much killing. The monitors do, and I am sure the Titan will. So okay. One guy shoot the escort. One guy, I think the cruiser is quite weak. Well, maybe 2 guys shoot the cruiser. 2 guys shoot the monitor. And then all the rest shoot the Titan. I think this is the way to do it. Let's see, though. So everyone goes ceasefire, which means they just put them on defensive fire, which should be okay. Is defensive... What about balanced? Yeah, there we go. Balanced posture. Yeah, balanced posture works. I mean, a Titan? Last time I played, the aliens didn't even have Titans. That seems troubling. I don't think this is going to switch to fire because we're on balanced posture. Okay, let's slow it down. We are... Defensive fire is already firing from this range. That's interesting. Whoa, that's a lot coming in. Okay. So now, everybody shoot your targets. Slow it down. But, and yeah, I don't think I can mass do this, but I need these guys all on Guardian fire. So I guess I just have to go through and do it manually. What if I have multiple selected and I like shift click it? Does that work? No. Okay, but all on Guardian fire, so we have overlapping defense. I haven't done you, or you, or you. We have a lot of PD though. So, I mean, there's a lot being thrown out here. It looks like it's being thrown out. Oh no, okay, it is going. It just looked like it was all ending early. Anyway. The people shooting the Titan are getting their missiles off. I don't think we need that many missiles fired at things like the escort. So let's switch from the escort to the Titan after the first couple have been fired. And the same logic on the cruiser. After like one more volley's been fired, I think we're going to switch from the cruiser to the monitor. I think the monitor has more HP. Probably should have checked. And then switch to the Titan. Everybody switch to the Titan now. Yeah, so everybody primary target the Titan. And now we just have to make sure we don't... Okay, and are these things being shot down, these missiles? God, they don't look like they are. Okay, no, they are. Some of them are. Good, good, good. But are they all? Oh, that was so close. Now we only have about 4 missiles left on each ship. Damn. Some of the missiles are getting through. It looks like they fired them all at one target, though. Some of them are correcting. Okay, now we haven't got many missiles left, so everyone needs to cease fire. Just focus on your PD, and we see if our missiles are sufficient. Because we don't have many missiles left now. Some big hits on the monitors. We have to see if our missiles are what we have left are enough to take out the Titan. And we're losing ships. And every time we lose a ship, we lose missiles. I don't think this is going to be enough. Ships that are actively being targeted should probably fire their remaining missiles. Ooh, I don't know if we have enough missiles on you. Let's see. Are they going to shoot these down in time? They didn't. Okay, so yeah, you... fire what you have left at this guy. That's only 3 missiles, though. It's going to be really close. It's going to be really close. The Titan has a ton of PD, but a lot of missiles are still closing. But it looks like the cruiser and this are both going to survive. How could I have played this better? Yeah, some hits on the Titan, but its armor is absorbing a lot of them. It's all going into its front armor. Okay, we did get the Titan, I think. Yes. So we overfired at the Titan, actually. I think our only hope now... and we're probably going to rerun this, because I don't think we have a chance here, but I think our only chance now is if we full speed ahead and then fire what we have left of the assault carrier. But it's not... we haven't even got enough missiles left. I don't think. And as soon as they're shooting our side armor, we're toast, right? How could I have played it differently? Where did that Titan come from? Perhaps if we had targeted the Titan specifically earlier. I'm also kind of curious how... I mean, there seems to be a lot of PD in the air that isn't doing anything. Or maybe they just take a lot of damage to kill these ships. These missiles, rather. Because, like, it doesn't seem like they're being hit very much, does it? Yeah, no. There's no hope now. So just fire what you have left at the monitor. Everybody fire. And then if they're on this primary target... yeah, if they're on primary target, they won't... That's kind of frustrating that there's no way to just set... maybe there is. Maybe I'm missing it. Surely there's a way. Well, here, just go AI controlled. But yeah, I think they're all pretty well toast. We are going to be able to take out the defensive fleet. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh, with the auto cannons. We're in range to fire the auto cannons at them now. Maybe if we hit them in the side armor with the auto cannons. Maybe. Or maybe even the auto cannons. What do you think? Auto cannons on the assault carrier? Hang on. Hang on. All ships. That's the primary target. Lock your primary target. Meaning point at this guy. Maybe we can kill it with auto cannons. It doesn't seem likely, does it? Everything badly damaged on most of these, but... I mean, we have a fair amount of autocannon rounds to fire. This would be glorious, but I don't think it's going to happen. We need everyone to turn around, basically, as fast as possible to keep the autocannons in range longer. But look at that. It's going almost as fast as the autocannon rounds. If we had fired our volleys differently, could we have beaten them? It's just possible. What we would have to do is fire far more missiles. What would we have to do? Spread our missiles out more earlier. But it seemed like just our PD was insufficient, basically, because they were taking us out. So what? We go just PD, full PD early, and then hope the whole fleet therefore survives. Sorry, full fire the missiles early, therefore hope the fleet survives. And if the fleet survives... we are then left with sufficient firepower in the form of autocannons to kill the carrier? It doesn't seem likely, does it? No, wait, I'm forgetting. We don't have to kill the carrier. Okay, yes, that's the way we win. We don't have to kill the carrier. We kill the support staff, as we will call them. Then we survive the carrier. Then we resupply. And then we come back and we kill the carrier. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So we come in hot to try and close into missile range as quickly as possible. We go high wall. And I have a new strategy for how we fire our missiles, which is we're going to fire a full wave of missiles at each target in turn, which I think will reduce their ability to... why isn't that clearing these missiles like he did last time? There we go. Which I think will help to negate the effect of their PD, and we're going to not hold any missiles in reserve is the other thing we're going to do. So yes, they're already firing, as is our PD. Okay, we're in range. Is everyone in range? Yes, so everyone, we're going to fire one volley, and then stop, and then retarget to the monitor and fire one volley. Where is it? There it is, and stop. Cruiser. Maybe I should have shot the Titan first. There's one volley at the cruiser. Now everyone onto the Titan. Are we already getting hit? Was that the noise of us getting hit? I don't know why. Maybe this doesn't happen when you have proper PD weapons rather than the autocannon. Let's do that. Maybe one more. We fired too many at the Titan last time, didn't we? So now let's put one more on the monitor. And one more on the cruiser. Now everything on the Titan. Maybe I do hold some missiles in reserve. Just a few. Just maybe, yeah, just that many. Now everyone go defensive. And the most firepower is going to be coming in from the Titan. So everyone primary the Titan. And let's point the Titan. Try and keep our front armor at it. That's a lot of missiles in the air. Some held in reserve. Mostly those that were blocked by ECM. So yeah, we should have got the better ECM tech. That's for sure. A lot of missiles in the air. I feel like this is going to kill them all. As long as they don't miss. And our PD is working. It's shooting down a fair amount of the incoming missiles. Look at that. Look at them withering. They're shooting down a lot of this. Oh, is there going to be enough on them? Is that a side armor hit? Okay, and that's the cruiser debilitated. The Titan, not dead yet. It's a good thing we sent the second volleys at them. Okay, they're down. And we actually fired too many. So now, as long as we just keep shooting down this, everyone primary the Titan. I mean, the carrier. Are these missiles trying to recorrect? I think they might be. Let's speed up time until they're in range. Yeah, but they have a lot of PD. Oh, I think they have too much PD. So I don't think we're going to win this. If we reloaded and fired just slightly less missiles, though, I think we would have it. I'm not sure, but I think. Let's see who's furthest away. Probably about this one. All right, we're in range. Give them all you got. A lot of them still blocked by ECM, but they just keep trying until it's all in the air. And now everybody... Yeah, anyone who's out of... Well, I'll just do it manually, ship by ship, which is a shame we have to do that, but... There we go. Done. Okay, so the question is this enough? They're shooting down a lot of it, but that's a lot of missiles. Oh, so close. Okay, it's taken out its PD, though. Which means now anything that fires won't be intercepted, but we're out of missiles. Oh, not quite, actually. This guy still has some missiles, but the torpedo bay is damaged. So the question is... Oh, one more missile. The question is the 40mm enough to take him? And it might be, because they're really badly damaged. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. I really don't feel bad about reloading fights to just try and fly better, because you don't get to do that many fights in the game, at least the way I play. So I think it's good though. It works well. All right, excellent. So we will use this fleet again in the next episode to see what more damage we can inflict upon the aliens. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and an impending retaliation is very much coming. See you then. Bye-bye.